Welcome back, everyone. We're doing this again. See, look, one of your time doubles is surely predestined to come from a few minutes in the future and appear behind me for a surprise attack. Right about now. No, wait, right now. Dave, why is your future self being such a wet blanket? I told you, I'm not time traveling. I think I'm giving it up for good, actually. I'm serious. The thing is, being a time guy, like actually mastering time travel, I'm pretty sure that what that involves is learning to never use it. See, it's like karate. Well, it's more like what they say about karate, that you learn it so you don't use it. But I mean, we all know the truth about karate is if you know karate, then obviously in reality you use it all the time. I'm doing lethal fucking crane kicks and sweet karate chops while walking down the street just because you can. It's a goddamn no-brainer. That's what you do with karate? John, what the fuck are you doing here? I don't know. John, don't get me wrong, it's cool that you randomly dropped by again, but this wasn't really the best time. We're kind of in the middle of something here. Sorry. Yeah, John, did you really have to pick up now of all the times to materialize out of nowhere and taunt me? I'm sorry. Jeez, it was an accident. So what now? Am I really supposed to tackle you just to watch you vanish yet again? No, please don't. Because I really don't feel like it. Do you have any idea how frustrating that becomes after a while? I didn't mean to come here, really. I still can't control the jumps. I'm trying, but it just... Dude, you time traveling? Please don't tell me you're time traveling. You need to leave that shit to the experts. No, it's not time travel. Well, not technically. Who do you think you're talking to here? You see this bright red gear on my hoodie? That means I know stuff about time travel. Sure looks like you're time traveling to me. No, I swear. Okay, see, I went on a dream quest with some troll pirates. Troll pirates. Ugh, never mind. That's the long version of the story. Okay, so I stuck my hand in this little magic house and... John, you're fucking shit up here. What? You being here. That's not supposed to happen. All this shit we're saying now, it's not supposed to go down like this. I can feel it. I know, I'm sorry. I would zap away again, but I don't know how to. I don't think it matters now, dude. Pooch is already screwed. Oh, wait, terrible figure of speech in this context, but you know what I mean. You know, like I was just saying, I didn't want to time travel anymore to avoid bullshit like this. It's not time travel, though, I promise. Then what is it? I don't know, like some kind of surreal history-altering, reality-hopping magic power? That's time travel, genius. No, wait, dude, you have to trust me on this. Alright. But if it turns out you just created a doomed timeline and we're all going to die, I'm going to be hella mad. This isn't a doomed timeline, I'm telling you. I can change things. Stuff that wasn't supposed to be changed. And I'm not saying bad stuff won't happen as a result of the things that I change, but at least it won't make a doomed timeline. The new things that happen will just be the stuff that's supposed to happen? Huh. That's pretty dope if true. Actually, in a way that almost makes me more nervous. It does? Yeah, messing with the alpha timeline, I mean not the alpha timeline, but the alpha timeline almost seems heretical, I guess. You sure you know what you're doing, Egbert? Earth to Dave, I already said I don't have a fucking clue what I'm doing. Gotcha. Well, I'm sold. But, really, man, you kind of are interrupting a thing. Temporal mechanics not even withstanding. What was I interrupting? I think it was going to be a serious conversation here. I have a feeling Jade and I were going to get all heavy with our relationship issues or something. You were? Yes, unfortunately that's probably where this was going. Aw, man, I'm sorry. I'm fucking this up so bad. See, this is what I'm worried about. Even though my random jumps are supposed to be a safe form of time travel, I'm still nervous that I might be ruining important events anyway. Like, there was all this crazy stuff that happened to get us here, whether it was good or bad, and if I fumble around like this accidentally changing all that stuff, then I won't even know what's going on anymore. Maybe no one will. Does anyone even know what's going on now? That's what I'm saying! Things are complicated enough as it is. Truth. Oh, look, maybe we can try to minimize my impact on the current situation. If I flew away, do you think you could do whatever you were going to do in the first place? Do you know what you were going to do? Maybe? Yes, I was going to kick the mare into the lava. What? Holy shit, that's so uncool. I was going to make it clear I was serious about killing someone you cared about, so you would stop being a baby and start using your powers and sword fight me, you dumb jerk. Wow, Jade, I think you might be a little too good at being a villain. It's kind of worrying. Thank you. So if the mayor would be dead if John didn't show up. Oh yes, absolutely. He'd be burnt to a crisp right now, I'm sure of it. God damn, Jade. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? You know eventually I'd probably start using my powers and reluctantly start embracing my role as a reluctant hero. That shit always happens. No, you wouldn't. You were just going to argue with me forever. Yeah, maybe. But the point is, if you're not going to bother killing the mayor anymore, are you? I guess not. He's a very cute mayor after all. See, John, your fake time travel shit's already paying off. You saved the mayor. Congratulations. Okay, I'm glad the mayor is alive and well, but this is exactly the sort of thing I wanted to avoid. Isn't there some way you could just pretend I never showed up and let this play out the way it was supposed to? Sorry, John. Whatever Dave and I were going to argue about, I think the moment is past. The whole thing is kind of ruined, to be honest. Damn it! Okay, y'all settle down. I'm getting a text. I can't fucking read this shit. Oh, okay. The Rose and Terezi arc is now available. If this thing breaks one more time, I'm gonna repost all the Leprechaun romance stuff here instead. No, please. Terezi, what are you doing over there? Nothing. Alright then. What exactly were we supposed to be doing here? Why did she group the two seers together? What was the point? Was there a point to that? What is her goal with these divide and conquer tactics? Everything is so unclear. Threads leading to the most fortuitous outcomes have gotten so badly tangled. I can't tell if it's the hangover or if something else is happening. Something out there, unaccounted for? Why can't I see it? Why have I become so blind again? No offense, Terezi. Are you talking to me? No, I'm talking to myself. Why? Stop making me yell. I still have a headache, and so do you. All right, sorry. Why am I talking to myself? I think I've spent too much time around Dave. I've also probably spent too much time sharing his genes. Why must our family tree be plagued by so many shameless soliloquists? I wonder if our young parents are like that, and I wonder if I will ever find out. And what should I do in the meantime? Should I really work on completing my personal planetary quest? That whole thing where I learned to play the rain? I guess I should feel exhilarated to have the chance again after all these years. Of course I should, but then, why does it sound like such a drag? I haven't played a violin in a long time. I wonder if I can even remember how. Honestly, I can't recall even feeling less motivated to satisfy a looming obligation. I think my quest was fundamentally bound to the nature of this land, which was customized to the profile, needs, and potential for the growth of a 13-year-old girl. But I'm not that person anymore. What if I just didn't bother doing it? Like, ever? Would anyone notice my dereliction? Would the powers that be strike me down where I loaf? What if I just said, fuck it? What then, silly pink tortoiseshells? I guess I should stop procrastinating and have this conversation with Kanaya. Tentacle therapist began pestering Grim Auxiliatrix. So, have you made any progress in determining what our malefactors want from you and Karkat? Yes. Well? Oh, she wants us to speak with Echidna. And? Are you still there? Yes. Speak to her about what? About releasing the new frog. I see. At least it would seem you have a project. Terezi and I have received no such instruction. Hello? Hi, yeah. Do you want to talk about my problem? What problem? The one pertaining to my substance abuse? Oh, right, okay. Are you busy? You seem preoccupied. No, well, yes, sort of. What are you doing? I'm just, buying some things. You're buying things? What things? Just some provisions. Like what? And from whom? A local vendor. Are you in a consort village? Don't those shops only sell jars of bugs and such? You're not buying jars of bugs, are you? No. Definitely not jars of bugs. No. Kanaya, I'm confused. Could you be a little bit more descriptive? I really should go. Let's talk about my problem later. Your problem? Don't you mean my problem? Yes, definitely. Bye. Terezi, where are you going? Clown hunting. Wow indeed. Here you go, Arenia's exposition on Leprechaun romance, if it's in its entirety, unedited and uncensored, as promised. Fuck. Oh, God. Bulbous bottom, proboscalypse. Is that Dave's dialogue? Who can I be? Okay. I guess I'm Dave and... Oh. I guess I'm Dave and Jade again. Hey, you shouldn't be here. What? What the hell? I gotcha. Intense stare down. Hold on. It still keeps happening. You come to the sobering realization that things will never stop from keep happening constantly, and you just can't take it anymore. Stop fooling around and go find Roxy, you dumb goof! Who's Roxy? Bop, zap, ow! Zap. Oh. It is just you and I now, Jake. Alone at last. Gulp. Jane, can you please tell me what in the Sam Hill is going on? Haven't you kept me pinched in the Homestuck long enough? The what? What happened to my grandma? She seemed so nice, then all of a sudden, whammo, she's a gruesome monster. And what's with the thing she zapped on your head that flipped your cuckoo fruitcake switch? Is that what made you lose your marbles, Jane? And why'd you have to plant such a spanking haymaker on the old breadbasket? That really hurt. It still hurts. And why, oh why must my bottom rock these... why must my bottom rock these snug custard undies while you get to look like a doggone badass? Am I at least permitted to put out a respectable pair of fucking shorts? Absolutely not. But Jake, be quiet. Having recently been crowned a supreme being of pure logic, my tolerance for your antiquated horseshit has fallen to nil. I'm sorry, Jane. You know what a shameless blatherskite I can be. Especially when I'm nervous. I start bumping my gums and prattling my screwball poppycock till I'm blue in the puss. You know how it's been for me, Jane, after we almost hopped the broom and then Dirk slipped me the mitten over the whole trickster sockdologer. It all caught me flat-footed and knocked me right into the cocked hat. If squirreling me away in the calaboose like this is payback for the way I behaved, you've got to believe me. I never meant to hurt you, Jane. I'm doing my best here, and that's the real Simon Pure Scout's honor. Jake, now you've done it. You've made me exclaim in frustration audibly. If your intent is to welcome another knuckle sandwich instead of my reasoning for your captivity, then go on. Say one more thing that sounds like something a corny old man would say. I dare you. Double gulp. That's what I thought. Listen carefully, prisoner. I stand to inherit a new empire very soon. When Earth has reached its final destination, it will be repopulated with a fresh brood of loyal subjects over whom I will rule absolutely. But I will not rule alone, Jake. Oh no, I will need a husband to rule by my side. That is where you come in. Whimper. You and I will be wed, and we will rule my empire together with an iron oven mitt. However, the mitt will be worn by me, and me alone. You will have no executive authority whatsoever, because you're too stupid. You'll always do exactly what I say when I say it. You'll be obedient, cheerful, mostly silent, and scantily clad. Is that understood? Sob. You will also provide me with children, so my imperial legacy will continue, and the Crocker brand will live on in infamy. You will sire as many children as I ask for, and they will all be perfect, obedient little heirs and heiresses. You do remember our recent agreement to have a zillion babies, don't you, Jake? I do hope you were not planning to renege on this now. Or renege on this vow. Sob, sob, sob. Our children will rule the empire when we are gone, which of course will be never, because we will be eternally young, and beautiful, and immortal, and in love. Forever and ever. We will travel the galaxy, conquering planets and expanding my empire. No alien world will pose any resistance to our forces, especially not once I figure out how to unlock all that incredible page of hope potential hidden away in your pathetic, hunky body. Please, no, Jane, don't do this. I don't want to get married or sire children or rule an empire. I'm scared and sad and afraid, and I don't want to do this adventure anymore. And I just want to go home. Please let me go back to Earth, Jane, just like it used to be. I just want to go back to my pumpkin patch in the jungle when things were simpler and all I had to worry about was being tackled by a feisty robot. I want to go back to when I didn't ruin all my friendships and when you didn't hate me and when you didn't go crazy and tell me to be a weird royal husband slave. Ew, dude, don't blow your nose on your cape. Huh. I like how Dirk isn't like, you gotta suck it up. It's like, don't blow your nose on your cape, my guy. Brain Ghost Dirk, you've got to do something. Sorry, man. I'd like to help you out, but I'm not real. Dagnabbit, are you sure there's nothing you can do? I'm only as real as your ability to believe in me. But I do believe in you. I believe in everybody. Yeah, right. You've never really believed in anyone your whole life, and you know that. Everything's always about you. Don't you remember? You already had this epiphany, dingus. I could only become truly real if you ever managed to harness those bomb-ass shit hope powers she mentioned. Then again, if you actually did that, you wouldn't even need my help. But I can't, and I don't want to be a pawn in her lecherous baby-making pastry empire. Jake. you stop crying? It's reflecting poorly on both of us. Okay. You're allowed to cry for a little while, but eventually, come on, man. Pull it together. Sorry. Hey, did you shave your legs? No, I think the magic goat to your fire burned it all off. God damn, they're so smooth. A car could swerve out of control on those gams. I know, it's really weird. Speaking of legs. Yeah, the little poofy asshole pants. I know. Is that really what you're wearing now? Yeah. Sweet. No. Jake, to whom are you talking? Brain Ghost Dirk. Brain Ghost Dirk. Yes. You are lying. No, I'm not. Brain Ghost Dirk sounds almost as fake as he is completely made up. But, weep. Oh, for goodness sake. Pull yourself together, Jake. Your behavior is repugnant, and I have no place in my empire, and it has no place in my empire. What kind of man are you? What kind of suitor to an heiress weeps uncontrollably when his imaginary friend's existence is called into question? She has a point there. Dude, would you quit bawling already? Stand up like a man. Punch her in the face or something. But I don't want to be a man. I don't want to punch her in the face. Punch whom in the face now? Nobody! Just sickening. To think I wasted my youth pining over a vile maggot like you. Jake, you should not be misled when I imply that I love you, or when I command you to marry me and sire my children. In truth, I detest you. And if not for certain assets you possess, I would be sorely tempted to fork you full of holes right now and feed your remains to my daughter. But I won't. You're lucky you're just so hot. Whoosh. Hello? Is, anyone inside that thing? Who goes there? Don't worry, I'm not a villain. Just passing through, looking for someone. I was told to find a girl named Roxy? Roxy, huh? Sounds like a babe. Yeah, maybe. Do you know her? Kinda. Really? Have you seen her? Nope. Not in a while, I'm afraid. Darn. I could help you find her, though, with a series of vexing riddles and clues, each more bewildering than the last, each less infuriating than the next. For I am the Sphinx of this pyramid, and that sort of coy BS is the shit I get up to every day. All pyramids have sphinxes, I decided J now. No, that sounds really dumb. I'd rather just have some straightforward information as to her whereabouts. Strokes Sphinxly chin enigmatically. Can you at least tell me what she looks like? Well, the thing is, she's hard to recognize lately. She started wearing a mask for some fucking reason. Maybe so as to avoid detection from Snoopy boys. Just wonked at you, FYI. You just, what? Nothing. Alright, well, can you tell me where and when you last saw her? Heck yes. It was the last time I looked in a mirror. There's no mirror in jail, though, which is a shame. Could use an eye load of that stone-cold fox to get me through the long nights. Hardest time I ever done. Oh my god, it's you! How could I possibly fall for such a stupid prank? LMA freaking O, you're almost as gullible as English. How perf is it that that's some kind of family trait? What? You must be John, right? Yeah, how did you know that? Because Jake rambled about meeting you a bunch of times. Also, you sound like him. Oh, it seems like you've have me at a disadvantage then. Which is impressive considering you're in jail and also in a little green pyramid thingy for some reason. Did you actually build that thing? F yeah. That's cool. It's a little like a fort. I built a fort once in my room. I made it out of a bed sheet and some Cruxite dowels. Then my friend flew in a bottomless pit. That's awesome. It was alright. No, but for real, don't wreck my fort or I'll fuck you up. I wouldn't dare. Aren't you gonna come out so I can see you? I would, but I've been trying to concentrate on something, so I built this sick pyramid deal to help focus my brain chi and spiritual magics, and if all possible to blitz my chakras out the yin-yang. Is it working? No, but at least it's nice and dark and quiet in here and free of distractions. Or it was until a guy came along looking for some chick. What are you trying to do exactly? I have to make a spike ball appear out of thin air, but all I can make are these lame cubes. You mean all these cubes? Yup. That's a neat power. Thank you. I also made some pumpkins. Cubes and pumpkins. The manifestations of amateurs. They're basically freebies for void players, I think. I remember making some of these cubes with my alchemitor. I think they're what a blank card makes, so yeah, they're super primitive. But making pumpkins is pretty impressive. They're like these big old vegetables. Nah, dude. Pumpkins are hells of primitive. Void-wise, they're like the middle square on a bingo card. Drumming up a dumb gourd ain't nothing to write home about. Well, if you're really having trouble, I know a thing or two about learning to use god tier powers. Maybe I could help. Doof. Hey, look! It's Jake stuffed in a blue windsock. Huh? Never mind. So what kind of hot god tier tricks can you teach me? Tricks? I guess I don't know any actual tricks, per se. Aside from how to use sort of use my powers, but I don't know if the same tricks apply to using your powers. You said you could help, though. I said maybe I could. I don't know. I was just throwing it out there. Like, maybe if I told you about some of the experiences I had when I was learning to do my windy stuff, you might have some kind of voidy epiphany. A voidy epiphany? Yeah. Okay then, I'm all ears, Johnny Windsock. Let loose your wisdom whilst I rake in the epiphanies. Okay, well, I've noticed whenever I learn to do new things with my powers, it's usually in response to something. Like, something important that has to be done. So, why are you trying to make this spike ball? And how important does it feel to you? Well, at first I was mainly trying to make it because Dog Girl was forcing me to, but now I think I keep trying because I'm getting obsessed with making this dumb spike ball. I'm pissed off that I can't do it. I see. What actually is this spike ball, if you don't mind me asking? It's an alien egg for the trolls, to hatch them all back to life, but only to be ruled by an evil witch, so it's gonna be shitty for them. So yeah, it's kind of an important thing, but at the same time, it'd probably be terrible if I actually made it, so... Then maybe the fact that you're conflicted about it is why you're having trouble. Yeah, maybe. If you think it's important to make, but don't want to give it to the bad guys, why don't you just break out of jail? Then you could try to make the egg at your own discretion and use it however you think is best. IDK, I broke out of here once already and the fucking witch just nabbed me again. And that was before she recruited Jake's omnipotent goofball grandma to zap me back here to the moment I step outside. Yeah, it is a tricky situation with Grimbark Jade on the loose, that's for sure. But I've been managing to evade her. I just swoosh the breeze around to hide my scent and dissolve into wind and fly away if she finds me. Maybe you could do something like that too? It seems to me if anyone should be able to avoid detection using their powers, it'd be a void player. Get it? Avoid, as in avoid? That's some legit sounding reasoning, yo. Plus, a way lame punt to boot. But remember how we were just talking about the fact that when it comes to god tier shit, I don't know what the F I'm doing? No, right. Anyway, I thought you were going to regale me with stories of your ascent through the Windsock tiers, such that I may through osmosis glean the vagaries of godhood. Then all I gotta do is wait for this rude tidal wave of epiphanies and junk to wash over me and I get to be hella wise. Then and only then, I'll be able to make this shitty egg happen. Okay? Okay, where should I start? At the beginning. You mean like when I first became a god tier? That's a long story. I was kind of tricked into that. It might take some setup to understand. Dude, look. I don't have grand illusions that this yarn you spinning will be some actual efficacious tutelage on fucking pajama spells. I just want to hear you talk about stuff. I want to know your story, so go. Alright, in that case, I guess it all started on my 13th birthday, which was 3 years ago, by the way. I hear about this awesome game, or at least one I thought was awesome, and I wanted to play it with my friends. But it wasn't so easy to start. I had to get it from the mail, which meant sneaking around the house while avoiding my dad, which was kind of stupid and childish in retrospect, but blah, blah, blah. Blah-dee-dee-blah-dee-dee-blah. Go on. Boyfriend material? Probably totes eligible. Mental note, Mac on. Meteor, blah blah blah, Nanosprite, blah blah, oil everywhere, blah blah, imps, blah blah, daughter, at least I think she is, blah, salamanders, blah, trolls, died, rocket pack, Carcat, ectobiology, Jack Noir, Queen's Ring, my dad, a girl named Vriska, blah, ocean of green fire, wow. Quest bed, prototyped, James Omnipotent Dog, chess guy, flying around my dad's car, Liv Tyler, huge wind drill, the tumor. Please continue. Followed Rose, kissed her back to life, the scratch, huge record, giant needle, green sun, god tier jade, golden battleship, reset, through a giant window, 3 years, Con Air, it sucked, came to my senses, Ghostbusters 2, the MMORPG. Oh no, she's bored. Say more interesting things. Blah blah, dual Jack Noir, turned into wind and escaped, blah blah blah. Cool hat with rabbit ears, blah blah blah. Cracks in paradox space, blah blah. Enchanted desert, blah blah blah. Magic ring, blah. Adventure in the high seas. Ghostly troll pirates, ultimate weapon, blah blah blah. Defeat Lord English, blah blah. House-shaped thingy, blah blah. Poked my hand inside, unstuck in cannon, turned blurry. Clowns on the top of the White House. Vampire hissed at me. Literally inside Con Air, or met myself. Glitchy bullshit. Finally found you in this little green pyramid. Woo. Oh my god. So that's pretty much the whole story. I left a bunch of stuff out though. If more important stuff that I forgot occurs to me, I'll let you know. Hey, no, that's fine. That was all great and exciting as heck. It sounds like you guys got a lot more crazy shit than we did. For us, it's been mostly dicking around in a session full of spooky skeletons for half a year. Then Fafetta died. The end. Fafetta? Fafetta was a dear, sweet, precious, dear friend of mine. She was beautiful and sweet and lovely, and then she exploded. Wow, I'm sorry. We also became tricksters, which as far as things that happens goes was so dumb. I guess it's kind of the epilogue of our story. Oh yeah, then we had hangovers and went god tier accidentally. That's the double epilogue. The End X2 combo. I don't know, that sounds pretty interesting to me. Sometimes in life, when you look back on things, it can feel like it was all boring and uneventful, but when you really think about it, you remember all these cool things that happened that you forgot about. Yeah, them wise words, J-Sock. I completely disagree. The more I look back at my life, the more boring it gets. Anyway, if you remember more about your adventure and want to tell me about it sometime, I'd love to hear. Okay, but hey, I could not help but notice in your story you was talking about my mom sometimes? Your mom? Well, yeah, but I know her as your daughter. But I mean, who the hell knows at this point? I know, right? The curious case of the mutual moms. Is it the biggest mystery? You know, once I ever caught wind of some lore that implied I might even be my own mom. Fafetta hinted that at me once during a long spiel. Damn, that girl could talk. How messed up would that be, though? There's probably something to that, actually. You were all the first batch of babies, after all. I think you were literally copies of yourselves? That's what it means, supposed to mean to be a paradox clone. Babies? What? Oh, I guess I kind of glossed over this stuff in my story, but I was the one who made all of us in the first place, with a weird cloning machine. No fucking shit! Is impressed. It was no big deal, though. I was just messing around with the control panel and some babies appeared. So we already met, huh? And I don't even remember because I was just some idiot baby. That ain't fair. Come to think of it, we met one other time too, but you were asleep. What? You were floating around in purple pajamas and I pushed you out of the way of a flying fork? I almost forgot about that, but yeah, that was you alright. You should have woke me up then. I might have, but the fork stabbed me in the chest and dream killed my sleep ghost or something. You know how it is with dream logic. You mean how it makes little to no sense ever? Yes, exactly. I guess I didn't think much about it at the time, but I had a sneaky suspicion that's who you were. You really look like Rose. She's looking for you, by the way. Yeah? She told me to go find you, and I did, so she says hi. Oh man, what else did she say? She's looking forward to meeting you. Oh, well if you see her again, before I do, tell her I can't wait to meet her too. Though, TBH, I'm kind of nervous about it, but don't tell her that part, huh? Sure, there's nothing to be nervous about, though. She's just a nice nerd who likes to read and knit. I shouldn't be surprised to hear that. Me and all my friends are a bunch of silly nerds, too. Even Dirk, who thinks he's too cool for school, when in reality he's nowhere close to clearing the coolness threshold which exempts one from attending an educational institution. Speaking of which, I've been wondering where he is. I know Jade's grandpa is in jail, too, getting badgered by my evil Nana. You mean Jake and Jane? Yeah, sorry. But I have not seen the hide nor hair of Dave's bro yet. I figured he got thrown in jail too, although come to think of it, I probably would have heard a bloody ruckus by now resulting from his inevitable escape attempt. I'm not that worried about him though, he's good at taking care of himself. In fact, I feel like all of us will be okay now that you guys are here, but there's still one of my friends I'm worried about the most. Who? She's my best friend. Well okay, I got a few best friends, you know? Yes. But she was always kind of a special best friend. Last time I saw her, she was in big trouble. Oh no, well where is she? In the afterlife, being dead. Her bro killed her, which is bad enough, but now he's out there hunting for her ghost. She's doing her best to hide, but her bro is an awful, relentless piece of shit, and I'm afraid she might already be gone. You're right, that's very concerning. Who is she? Would I know her? Dunno. How in the loop are you on cherubs? Oh, surprisingly, I know a lot about the subject. For instance, did you know they turn into gigantic snakes when they have sex? I know! Weird, right? That's probably not very relevant to the topic at hand, though. Yeah, prob not. Anyway, you know about Lord English, right? Uh-huh. Well, she's his sister. Her name is Calliope. Oh, okay, this is starting to make sense. Yep, she's supposed to be critical to defeating him somehow. She's going on some quest out there to find a deadlier version of herself or whatever. I don't know, that could be true. Maybe it's selfish of me, but all I really care about now is if she's okay. I understand. She's your friend. I feel the same way. Wait a minute. I've got it. Got what? I have such a good idea that would solve your problem. All you have to do is bring her back to life. How? Easy. I have a magic ring. What? You have one too? Yes? Wait, what do you mean too? You had a magic ring? You have a magic ring? I had one. Fucking lost it though. Made peeps invisible who put it on. No, mine doesn't do that. It brings ghosts back to life. Fuck, no way. Yes way. Wait, it's back at my house. I could go get it right now. Damn, son. I find this to be truly baller happenstance, if your claim is true. I'm a cry. It is quite true. It should be a piece of cake. You just wear it when you go to sleep and it comes with you in your dreams. Then you find your cherub friend, put it on her finger, and bring her back. I think you can only use it once, though. So once she's wearing it, it would be hers forever. Or at least as long as she wants it. Yo, John, that's amazing! I don't know, though. That sounds like such an obscenely precious commodity. You sure you want to let me use it? Sure. It's no big deal. No big deal, really. For a while, I was hanging on to it, thinking that I might give it to... Oh, man, this is going to sound dumb. There was a girl who I was considering giving it to. For some reason. Remember? She was the diabolical one who figured prominently into my long story. Oh yeah, Fresca, right? Yeah, close enough. See, she really wanted that ring, and she found out I had it, and... Honestly, I'm not sure why it even crossed my mind to give it to her. I guess I was just used to the idea that I liked her for some reason. At least I thought I did. It was a stupid idea based on hardly anything, like one-day conversations. But since I've gotten to know her better, I don't know, I think I might actually kind of hate her? Yeah? Yeah, she's actually pretty awful. She's so full of herself and mean to her friends and dangerous, like really, really dangerous. Ouch. But what can I say, John? Love sucks. Yeah, it does. Anyway, I don't think I can let anyone like that have the ring. But you don't mind trusting me with it? No. It's funny. After spending some time with a person who's legitimately crazy, it comes easy to tell right away when someone is. And when someone isn't? Lol, you sure about that? Well, yeah, everyone's a little crazy. I just mean not bad crazy. Besides, you don't even want the ring for yourself. You want to give it to someone you care about. That's what makes you one of the good guys. What a nice thing to say. I bet saying stuff like that is why you're their leader. What makes you think I'm the leader? Come on, dude, you're obviously the leader of other kid team squad. I can just tell. Okay, I'll take that as a compliment. Anyway, I'll go get the ring now. Yay, I'll wait here. No need to set off the alarms or daring escape just yet. Let them lulled into a full sense of control over the situation. We can start scheming under their nose while you keep sneaking around undetected. Last thing we want is for all hell to break loose before we know what we're doing. Yeah, that's a good plan. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be the leader of your team squad too, right? Nah, that's Jane. As you can see, she's the one with a knack for ruthless executive authority. It's a shame she only uses it when she's evil, though. No! Yeah, but maybe we can do something about that if we work together. Alright, off I go. Keep practicing your powers. See you, Roxy. Oh, yes. Progress. To the golden ship. Ring gone? John Egbert's ring has gone missing. What the fuck? We are all completely blown away by this stunning revelation. Oh no. Is it time for more chats with Caliborn? I hope not.